Hey friends, about 4,500 years ago, a world was created in Egypt that was built to stand forever. Yes, it still exists today. The Great Pyramid of Giza. The durability of the Great Pyramid of Giza is not only in the world. Before March 31st, 1989, that is, before the construction of the Eiffel Tower in Paris, for about 4,000 years, the Great Pyramid of Giza was the tallest man-made object. Its height is 147 meters. So much heavy stone was used in its construction that the weight of this entire pyramid is estimated to be 6 million tons. If you compare it with the tallest building in the world, Burj Khalifa, you can see that the weight of Burj Khalifa is only 5 million tons. That is, the Great Pyramid of Giza is 12 times heavier than Burj Khalifa. Because of these features, the most surprising thing from historians to the common man was how this pyramid was built. Because at that time, people did not have any cranes, no bulldozers, no big technology. Even the people of that time did not learn to make or use the wheel. But even then, those historical people built such a monument that is still standing today. But how did the Egyptians carry large, heavy stones across the vast expanse of the Sahara Desert to build the pyramids? Various information has come before us about this. For example, some information says that the Egyptians used to carry these stones by dragging them with their own hands. Some information indicates that aliens helped the Egyptians. This is an age-old mystery, and scientists have finally found the answer to it. The answer is not mundane, yet it is surprisingly human. Friends, it is estimated that the Great Pyramid of Giza was built in 1000 BC and was built by Pharaoh Khufu. We call the great kings of Egypt pharaohs. And if we talk about Pharaoh Khufu specifically, we do not know much about this king. We only know that this Pharaoh Khufu was the second king of the 4th dynasty of the Old Kingdom of Egypt. The pyramids are located on the west bank of the Nile. If you look closely, you will see that there is not only one pyramid at this place, but 2 more pyramids that look similar. The tallest of these 3 is the Great Pyramid of Giza, which we also call the Khufu Pyramid. The second largest pyramid is smaller than this and is called the Pyramid of Khafre, which was built by Pharaoh Khufu's son, Pharaoh Khafre. The third and smallest pyramid is the Pyramid of Menkaure. It was built by Khafre's son, Menkaure. Now, if you think that these are the only monuments in that era, it is not. Beyond this, there is the Great Phoenix. There are many domed tombs and many smaller pyramids. It is said that there are a total of 118 pyramids of different sizes. Due to weather, many of these pyramids have collapsed and become ruins. Very few are still standing. Perhaps the best preserved are these 3 pyramids. You all know the reason behind their construction. Their pharaohs were buried in these monuments. The ancient Egyptians believed in the afterlife. They believed that life did not end after death. After death, the soul of a person went to the underworld where God judged them. Those who did good deeds while alive lived there forever. It was in preparation for this afterlife that the Egyptians built these tombs for their kings, and they kept a lot of food, wealth, jewelry, furniture, clothes in the tombs, in the hope that they would be useful to the kings in the afterlife. The Egyptians believed so much in the afterlife that when their kings or royal persons died, they would mummify their bodies and bury them in wooden or stone structures, so that the earthly body of their king or royal person would remain silent for a long time. Now, you may ask how I know that the pyramids were used as tombs for the pharaohs. The main reason for this is the inscriptions written on the pyramids. The pyramid inscriptions are the oldest Egyptian inscriptions. The oldest evidence of ancient Egyptian religious literature is written in various places on the pyramids. This proves that the pyramids were the tombs of the pharaohs. But there is not enough evidence inside the Great Pyramid of Giza specifically to prove that this pyramid is actually a tomb. When archaeologists went inside this pyramid, they found a hook, some pieces of wood, a ball, and an empty coffin. The empty coffin is believed to be a tomb, and the treasure kept for it may have been stolen before the archaeologists left. However, those who do not believe that these pyramids are only the tombs of the pharaohs have given many alternative theories using the lack of sufficient evidence in this particular pyramid. One of these theories is that the pyramids are actually large power plants. According to them, the Giza Pyramid used the water in the environment to work like a natural motor and spread electricity through the top of the pyramid using the path in it. The missing part at the top of the Great Pyramid of Giza was completely gold, through which electricity spread in the environment. I know you are also surprised by such a theory. However, those who believe in this theory give the example of Nikola Tesla's Ward-Cliffy Tower. Tesla wanted to generate electricity naturally through this tower and spread it wirelessly in the electric environment. Just like many people think that the pyramid did 4,500 years ago. However, since the funding for Tesla's project has stopped, it is not scientifically proven whether it is really possible to send electricity wirelessly. On top of that, my personal opinion is that this theory of using this technology 4,500 years ago is ridiculous. Friends, whenever there is not enough evidence about something, such conspiracy theories are born. In this case, many have given many controversial opinions because there is not enough evidence that the Great Pyramid is the tomb of Khufu. I will not enlarge the video by describing them, because recently, scientists have lifted the curtain from the biggest mystery of the pyramids. That is, how was such a large pyramid built? How was the large limestone brought to this remote place in the Sahara? How did the people of that time build a 147-meter structure here, which was made of such large stones that the weight of these stones ranged from 2.5 tons to 80 tons? How did the Egyptians carry such large stones? We have learned from every news outlet that scientists have said that the Egyptians used the Nile River to carry large stones. Now you are wondering, the Nile River is located 8 kilometers away from the pyramids of Giza. So how did the ancient Egyptians carry such large stones on this route? Actually, they used the Nile River, but not the modern river that we know today. They used a buried branch of the Nile River that flowed right next to the pyramids at that time. This branch of Egypt is called the Aramaz branch. It is known that it was about 64 kilometers long and about 700 meters wide. It is known that 31 pyramids floated on this branch. The Egyptians used this branch as a waterway. Workers used to travel through it. Large stones were floated in this river and sent to the construction site. Now the question is, how did the researchers find this hidden branch of the Nile? They found this branch using radar, satellite data, geophysical surveys, and soil quarrying. And this branch is also supported by history. Ancient papyri from archaeological sites across Egypt, along with pyramid inscriptions, show the same thing, from which it is known that sailors used the Nile River and other waterways to bring materials to the Giza Plateau. So it is scientifically clear that the Egyptians used waterways to transport materials. However, scientists are still not sure about the exact location of this branch of the Nile. As a result, the question that arises in our mind is, what happened to this branch of the Nile River? Scientists still do not know the exact answer. They speculate that this branch may have dried up and become open. For all these reasons, scientists believe that the waterway has been buried under desert and agricultural land. That is, one of the great mysteries of the world has finally been solved. The world has long been guessing how the ancient Egyptians transported heavy blocks. The ancient Egyptians used water to transport goods, which historical people accomplished through their own intelligence and talent. They did not even have to take the help of aliens. They did not even have to use elephants or cattle carts. But even after this mystery, there are many mysteries surrounding the pyramids, from which scientists will lift the curtain.
So friends, to watch such unusual and interesting mystery and romance videos, subscribe to the Mysteries World channel now and press the bell icon next to it. If you like the video, you can like it. So friends, that's all for today's program. See you in the next video. Until then, stay well.